Hey guys, Ponce here on the PBE with a video about yet another Ryze rework. Now this isn't a full-blown rework where, things are changed massively. It's more of what I personally refer to as a mini rework where some abilities are shuffled around slightly. There's a lot of number changes, that kind of stuff. So I'm not actually here to talk about those, specific number changes though, and sort of balance implications and what Riot's idea is behind that. There's actually a post on that. I'll link to it in the description below if you want the exact number changes and why Riot's allegedly doing what they're doing. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I can add to that, talk about that at length. More so what I want to discuss is, the fact that there is yet another Ryze rework. I'm sure many people found that funny. But I don't know, it just seems really weird. Up until this point, it was kind of like a joke that I used to make. As though, another Ryze rework, either the CEO's being petty and wasting company money, or someone's just, got their tongue up his ass or something. And it was mainly just a joke, because, it happened a lot, but okay. Now with this one, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of a tipping point for me. Well, I'm really starting to wonder, wait a minute, maybe that joke had a little bit more merit than I initially thought. So, I don't know how useful speculation is as to what the hell's going on in Riot with why this Ryze just keeps getting reworked over and over and over again. Because, I don't know, for those of you not aware, Ryze is one of the co-founders of Riot, Ryze and Tryndamere. So I don't know if this champion was personally designed by him and he did such a terrible job and no one in the company has a heart, the heart to like totally change him or take him out of the game or something. Or, like the CEO is actually that petty and he wants the character with his name to just get an undue amount of attention. Or if it's something in the corporate structure where it's like, someone who wants to get ahead. Well, the way you get ahead is you got to please the boss, so let's try and, rework and make Ryze really cool kind of thing. So it just, I don't know. It seems like it's just a massive waste of time and resources at this point. There are like similar-ish cases where some champions have received a lot of attention. I can't think of an example where it's maybe as much as Ryze, but a lot of the older champions, way back in the day when there was less champions to work with, went through a lot of iterations. I don't know, some famous examples would be like Aurelia got changed around a lot, although there was never really a rework per se until recently. And there was, who was another champion? Vladimir just got a lot of balance changes back in the day because they couldn't get him right. Mordekaiser, some of you guys may not remember, but in the early seasons and even before seasons existed, he was just all over the place until he finally got his weird rework, and he's kind of where he's at. But I don't know. I just feel like if they can't get Ryze right, just take him out of the game, Maybe CEO swallow his pride, say the character's a mistake, just out of league. So, incidentally, the other CEO, Tryndamere, or the co-founder, Tryndamere, he's never really been changed all that much, unlike Ryze, which I find kind of amusing. So, I don't know if he's more chill about it or what. Incidentally, the only really major Tryndamere kind of change I know there have been Tryndamere changes periodically, but the only major Tryndamere change that I can recall is actually when they didn't want people playing him AP, so they basically took that out of his kit. Not totally, but, it's not really a viable thing anymore. So I don't know, perhaps the fact that people were playing Tryndamere like a mage impinged on his manliness or something, and the co-founder didn't like that. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. Just another Ryze rework. I hope, the people over at Riot are getting a bit embarrassed about this at this point, because it kind of feels like that whole, Ryze rework meme thing is just kind of like taking on, I don't know, I don't want to call it a sinister tone, but just kind of almost in a sort of an embarrassing tone. Like there's more reality in it than people were initially giving it credit for. So we'll see if this sticks or what. There's also this implication of, professional play and lower tier play, if you want to talk about balance stuff, which is a separate video. I don't really want to get into that. That actually is kind of a big topic that I probably should talk about at some point. But anyway, Ryze, he's on the PB. Like I said, if you're interested in what the actual numbers are, it's in the description below. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.